everybody. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, whichever may be the case. I'm Erica or Ricky Mickey Plans, and I'm here to plan another week because the weeks keep coming, so we keep planning. This is the week of November 3rd through the 9th. My work to-do list is gigantic, even though the week has not yet begun. So I'll come back to that in a minute. But for now, let's get a move on. And I really want to move fast today, because you can't see this from your point of view, but trust me, I've been procrastinating all morning. I've just not really wanted to start the spread. I've more just wanted to play on my computer and yeah. And if you can hear my husband outside mowing, I'm supposed to be out there helping him. I'm supposed to be finished with this so that I can be out there helping him. And now I'm just getting started. So I'm going to try to go kind of quick. I am going to use a lot of Beauty and Florals today, the pinks. I'm going to kind of get started while I'm talking about this just to save time. But my daughter is having a pretty major surgery the week following this week. So next week. And so I'm just kind of doing her favorite color today because yeah, she's on my mind getting ready for that surgery. And her favorite color clearly is pink. But I'm pulling in the blues and purples because they're pretty. But yeah, so it's kind of a big deal. So if you are the praying type, we would love some prayers for her next week. I'll probably say it again before next week's spread, but that's okay. I can say it twice, right? Never hurts to say that more than once. I don't know if that looks right, but I'm going to keep it because, like I said, I'm going quickly today. But yeah, she has to have ankle reconstruction surgery. She fell on campus. She's a college student. She fell on campus over a year ago. Just fell down a stair, a singular stair. And it messed her ankle up so bad. She's been in a boot or a brace or something like that ever since. And so we're hoping that this surgery is, even though it's going to be kind of a long recovery, will be just what she needs. So she's feeling some anxiety about this. So I am choosing this sticker here that I don't know if you can see it, but it says brave. And so I'm choosing that as sort of my inspirational focus sticker to go up in here. And then I'm just going to fill out the bottom of this with more of these blues and purples and pinks. It's not fall. I know. I love fall and I should be doing a fall spread, but life is what life is, and life right now is taking care of the daughter and the surgery. So that is coming first in my mind. I want this in here, but I don't know where I want this. Let's just go like this. I might regret this because Thursday kind of fills up kind of quickly for me, but I'll figure it out. I don't know about that one. I don't know about either of these. I feel like they should be pointing up, not sideways. They look a little weird pointing sideways. I'm gonna redo both these. I want them on here. Oh, I tore the page. I want them on here because I like them. I just don't like how they're looking. I apologize if my cat jumps up here. I don't even know if you can hear him, but he is yelling. It's not actually my cat. He's my daughter's cat, but he is in here visiting. I need to get undo. He is in here visiting me right now, and he is all kitten. And so he does not know that he should not jump onto my stuff when I'm working. All right, let's do it more like this so it's kind of pointing upwards. It'll take a second for that undo to dry, and then the sticker will stick. Undo is kind of awesome stuff. It's probably super toxic. Smells kind of crazy, but it pulls up stickers like a dream and lets them keep their stick so they go back down. Although I think I got an air bubble in there. But anyway, it works. Trust me. Yeah, I like that better. All right. So I don't even know what I was talking about before I got the undo, but it was probably daughter in surgery, right? So yeah, we're just really, really, really hoping and praying that this surgery does the trick and gets her on the mend because it's been a long time. And she's just kind of miserable being on crutches all the time or on in a boot or a brace all the time. And I don't say as I blame her. I like this flower, this kind of lotusy flower here. I like all of these flowers. I don't know if I can fit them all in the spread, but I do like all of them. So we'll see what we can fit in here today. But yeah, I am a little disappointed in myself. I'm gonna get rid of this note that I can't use the fall colors because November I love using my fall colors, but life is what it is, you know? I do want to put a little bit more of this blue in. It's not purple, it's blue, but this is the only one I have. And it's on this quote, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Really great quote, nothing wrong with it. I just don't want it. I don't know what that sticker is, a skeleton foot from my spread last week. That is funny. If you didn't see my spread last week, it didn't get a lot of views, but I loved it. It made me smile every time I looked at it. I even turned off the lights many times just for the fun of it to see it glow, because yes, my stickers glowed last week. So yeah, if you're curious about the skeleton foot that's stuck on my thumb, check out last week's spread. It's so funny. YouTube is the spreads that I have the most fun with and the most creativity with and feel good about don't always get the most views. So if I were going for views only, I might change that. I always get the most views on things sort of like this, where I use just happy planner stickers. I gotta get rid of this, sorry. Say goodbye to the skeleton foot. But they always get the most views, even though in reality, I think they take the least amount of creativity. I mean, they're good, they're fun, and I like the stickers, obviously. But to just plunk down somebody else's stickers feels less creative to me. So it always kind of amazes me that I'm interested in how it all works, right? There is an air bubble under that sticker. That's kind of funny. Um, so yeah, it didn't get a lot of views, but I loved that spread. And creativity wise, definitely had more fun with it than this one. Not that this one's bad. This is just sometimes it can feel a little like plunking stickers down. But you know what? Then you the way you get past it feeling like plunking stickers down is you add your own twist to it, right? And my twist, pardon me while I cut this off. I'm gonna save this one. That's why I was being more careful, because that's enough to use again. But my twist is going to be mixing this with another sticker book that normally would not be used with these stickers. So that's going to be my twist, which I'll get to as soon as I finish cutting all of this stuff off of here. All right, that's a good start. I'm just noticing this. This happens sometimes when you use a really saturated fingernail polish, and if you rub it on there by accident, like while you're cutting, it rubs your fingernail polish off. Which is not a big deal, except that since I'm doing this for YouTube, I'm going to show you how you can deal with it. You can get white pens. I personally have not had luck with the white pens. Just haven't. So I am trying a paint pen today. This is the Grabby acrylic marker. I guess but it is a paint pen. You just have to get the paint flowing. And Planning with Bumble uses these. And it's kind of bright. I may not love it, but I mean, at least it's actually going to be white, because when I use white pens, I just can't get them to work. So I'm going to try this for a while. We'll see. That might need to be covered with something because it's kind of glowing in the dark there. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but in person, that white paint is like, what? But anyway. All right. This is a good base. And now I'm going to get moving and grooving on some functionality. And the functionality is also going to mean I need to pull out this other sticker book I mentioned, which is an older sticker book. I got it at Joann's when Joann's was still a thing. Recollections, Theater of Stars. And I'm going to use these because one thing that's happening this week is a full moon on Wednesday. Why do I care about that? Because I'm a teacher and because kids are wacky on the full moon. I'm sorry, you could you can do you and believe in that stuff or not, but as a teacher, I see evidence that full moons affect the kids. So I'm starting with full moon on Wednesday. Another thing that's happening this week, and let's go back to this book. I'm going to try to find a box I can write in. This book isn't much for boxes, but I'll see what I can find. My son is taking the GRE on Monday. So I wanted to write that in. That's kind of a big deal. I like these boxes, but they're really big, and I don't want them that big. And let's do this. Let's do this one. And what I was going to say is I can't really cut them down because of this angle. Normally, I would just take a longer box, cut it down, put the top somewhere else. But because of this, I have to keep that shape if I'm going to do that. And I'm not loving the shape. So let's do this. Let's cut the top off for now because I know I don't want that. So goodbye to the little taggy top. And let's just cut that and make ourselves basically a square box for the sun's GRE. And then I will use the white pen to write that on there since it's a dark box and you can't see it very well. There's my solution. Ta-da! All right. Now I'm kind of going in order of my week. So let's move on to this Post-it note. Post-it notes are great to use in your planner to use for like reoccurring events such as trash night. So trash night for us is also shot night for a family member has to take a shot. And it's also clean out the kitty litter night because we now have 2 cats and oh my word, does the kitty litter start smelling really quickly. Like really quickly. So I'm going to put these 3 in here sort of as a little bundle because in my life, they all kind of go together. They all happen late on Monday evening. So, all right. And then you take the Post-it carefully so you don't scrape your fingernail polish and make little streaks and you move it to the next week. This is my son's soccer pickup game, which the season is over. So that Post-it goes away. This is for church choir, which if you watched my spread last week, I said we didn't have church choir last week because it was church supper. Turns out I was wrong. We did have choir. I had to change it. This week is the church supper. So I will move this and I won't put choir in there. I know it's crazy. And then this is my icon I would use for choir, but I'm not because we don't have it. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. This week, like I said, I don't have a ton going on. It's more just going to be preparing. Oh, empty sticker sheet. It's more going to be preparing for next week. Next week is going to be a lot. And so this week is low on activity, but high on prep. This is a game night my husband plays online, so I will move this to next week, which is not here because this only goes to Wednesday. Thursday's over there. This soccer season is also over, so that Post-it goes in the trash. I don't yet know if this is happening. It's a kind of a every other week thing, but that's not exact either. I'm going to put the sticker. This is another game night. This is one my husband and I play with some friends in person. I'm going to put the sticker, but when it comes to highlighting, and you'll see in a minute, I like to highlight things in accompaniment with the icons. I'm not going to highlight this one. I am going to move the Post-it to next week. But I'm not going to highlight it because you can't erase highlighter. I can pull a sticker up. I can cross words off or erase them or you know what I mean? But highlighter, you're stuck with it. And I just ripped that sticker. It didn't cut very well. So I'm not going to highlight it until I find out if it's happening or not. However, this Post-it, which is for church, I do know is happening. And so I will move this over. Or no, I won't. I will put that on there and I'll move this over. And then this rehearsal is absolutely happening. This is my husband's band rehearsal, and they have a concert the next day. So I know this might even run later than usual for all I know. Move that. Nope. I'm going to move it to next week, but I don't know that it's happening. But I'll deal with that next week. That's it for this icon. Nothing for the pets this week. I don't really use this one anymore. Soccer. There is a soccer game tonight. That's why I'm not sure. That's another reason I'm not sure about this. My husband likes to attend soccer games at the local university. And so there is a game Friday night. So it's very possible this will happen and this will move to here, or this will just be canceled. But I use like removable sticker paper, so that'll be easy to peel up if that happens. I'm going to put a habit tracker here. This is for, was I diligent in being good about calories and such? Because I am trying to lose weight. I lost almost 10 pounds and then I just kind of flattened out. So that is what that is. That is what that is. Isn't that great? And then I do need a sticker here for steps. Let me see what I can find. All right, I'm going to try something I've not tried before, but it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm going to go back to the original book I was using, and I like this sticker, but I don't like the word reflect, and I don't need the florals. So I'm really, literally just going to tear it. Ta-da! I may tear it even more because that looks a little too tall. All right. This part scared me because tearing it once is fine. Tearing it twice. Woohoo! All right, I made it. See? Easy peasy. Just tore it. So easy. And this will be my box for steps. And what I can do then is go back here to this book that's falling apart. And it has these that I can use to put a label that says steps. And I could just go right over top of that tear, go off to the side. This is a little longer than I want. So remember how I said I can always shrink boxes? I'm going to do that with this one. So I'm just going to make this kind of shrink up. The B1 box. And go like that. Because I like seeing that torn edge. It's kind of cute. And that will be my box for steps. My label box for steps. So I will take this sticker here that says steps and stick it in. Let me know if the sound of my husband's mowing bugs you. I'm curious if you can even hear it or not. But then for steps, I will take a dot marker, clean color dot marker from Zig, and I will make dots. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And there you go. That's where I'll keep track of my steps at. Now, while I have this out, let's go ahead and pause a moment and work on my to-do lists. I like to keep everything in one planner. My activities and appointments and my to-do lists. So this is what I use for my to-do list. It's a smaller sheet. I use them from Levenger, but you can find them all over the place. Happy Planner has some. There are different brands that have them, or you can just use regular paper and cut it down and punch it if you want to. But I like a smaller sheet for my to-do list because I just like a nice vertical to-do list, right? This book is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. I'm looking for a sticker that I can put at the top of this. These are just, sometimes when I get a sticker book like this that's falling apart, I'll put like a rubber band through the hole and hold them together better. I should do that for this book. Mostly I don't because I don't use this book very much. So I was like, I don't need to do that, but I do. Maybe I do. All right, so let's do one for at work and one for at home, and they're not going to match. Yeah, they will. They won't really, but they will. Can't get this up. Pardon me while I move this whole stack of book again. All right, I'm going to try to make this work. So let's do it like this. I'm just going to straight up to the top of the page to make it really look like a tab there. I missed the top of the page. The husband has stopped mowing. I wonder if he finished without me getting out there. I said I was going to make this quick. I'm not sure I'm going so quickly. All right, so we will use to do, and we will use to do. And when I make these stickers, I always add an exclamation mark, but I almost always cut it off. So next time I make these, I'm cutting them off before I make them. But this will say to do. And then one of these will say at home and one will say at work. And I can keep both of these lists in my planner and have them with me at all times, which is, it's just easier that way, in my opinion. There are people who will keep a separate, sorry, little sticker pieces, a separate planner for both. And if that works for you, great, go for it. It doesn't work for me. If I have one planner for to-do lists and one planner for activities, that's just something else I have to keep track of. So it does not work for me. But you do you. If it works for you, go for it. But this is what I have found works for me. And then I do like to put a little decoration on these just to carry it through. And so I'll take a floral of some sort here. Oh, I'll do a different color for each one just for the fun of it. So we'll do a blue floral and let's do a pink floral for at home. So I'll have blue for at work. Just kind of plug this in down here. And we'll do pink for at home. And then the way this works, if you're not seen my channel or not following along, is that my planner spread sits on my discs like this. And then these that are punched will sit like this. And they can have at home on top or at work on top. You can take them out, leave them at home or at work. You can bring them both with you. Like, you can make this work however you want. Like, if there's a night when I definitely do not want to, like I refuse, I'm not doing any schoolwork tonight at home, I'll leave that piece of paper at school. That kind of thing. Or do what I normally do and carry them both with me at all times. But that is my to-do list. Those are my to-do lists. And now my planner looks barren and sad. I'm going to try to fill it up with just a little decor just for the fun of it. And I think I'm going to start by using this extra little part of a sticker that got cut off. You cut off this little green leaf right here. And I'm just going to stick this out the side of this box, I think. Does that look right? I know that flower is curved, but it almost looks straight on the top. It's fine. And then I think there's some washi in here. It's not really washi, but it's, washi-esque. And I think I want to use it. So let's see how I want to do this. Let's take a strip. I'm going to try to not, the ends both have white flowers and you're not going to see those so well. So I'm going to do it this way. And just put a strip here. And then you can just kind of cut that along. So then I'll take this and let's do it up here on this side. This is just an easy way to add color and you don't have to worry about anything. It just Works right down. I missed the line, but I don't care about that. This one has a lot of pink and this one does not. Kind of want to pull that up and get one with pink in it. All right, so we will use this. Just replace what we had a second ago. I think. Yeah, that'll do. I missed the line again, but I'm okay with that. All right, and then what now? I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I should check and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Nope, that's the end of it. That's all I've got. So now I am going to cover that just because it bugs me a bit. So I'm going to take this guy here and just kind of, I'm not going to cover the whole thing maybe. Oh, maybe I will. Just kind of go like that. I mean, it's not needed, but I don't know. I want it there. I want it there. And since that is now at the top, I feel like I should put a few more florals at the top. Okay, that's cute. And I do want to put something here. I do want to put something there. I'm going to get another box. My daughter and I, not the whole family, just my daughter and I are probably going to have to go stay in a hotel that night. Her surgery is early the next morning and it's several hours. This book is ridiculous. Several hours away from our house. So we're probably going to get a hotel. So I'm going to just assume the sale and put a sticker for that. So I'm going to do the same. Yep, I can't do the same thing. I could use this one. It's going to be a little harder to write with that pattern, but I think I can do it. And so I'm going to use this for getting a hotel on Sunday night. It's a little bigger than I want. Let's just cut her up. Probably not square now, but that's okay. I'm not good at cutting straight lines. All right, yeah, that's good. I like that. And now I could probably find a smaller floral to put with that just because cuteness, right? I'd go like that. Yep, that's cute. Now, I kind of like to have something touching every box. Have I done that? Sort of. Have I done it a lot? No, I've done it weekly. Not literally a weekly, but WEAK. It's a weak excuse of having something touch every box is what I'm trying to say. It's hard to talk about weeks when you're doing a planner and not make it sound like you're talking about a week. All right, I'm going to stop now. Sorry. I think this is good. I think this is enough. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, I would appreciate, for my sake, a like on this video. And I would love a subscribe to my channel. That would be fabulous. And again, for my daughter's sake, if you are the praying type, I would like prayers for her. If you're not, send some positive thoughts or positive energy that day. That would be appreciated too. But she's quite nervous about this surgery, and I'm quite nervous about having to help her through this surgery. I'm not nervous about the surgery. The surgeon is a great guy. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But I am nervous about having to help her. And yeah, so it's, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Anything you can offer for that would be greatly appreciated. But besides that, I hope you have a great week. And I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and have happy planning. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.